Good afternoon. Welcome back. Today is Monday, January 16th, 2023. And we do have a few birthdays to celebrate here. The first one, like I said, we have a big birthday today. We'll save that one for last. Born on this date in 1952 is Truck Series driver Norm Benning. Could not find any cards of his. Looked on a trading card database. Didn't see any listed. I thought for sure there might have been one or two, but I didn't see any listed unless I just looked in the wrong spot. But I'll have to double check, because I swear that there was like a 94 Max or a 93 Max or something that had Norm on it. So I'll have to go back and double check that. But we all love Norm Benning, and of course he's been around forever. Up next is a former crew chief. I only have one card that I pulled. He's got 5 cards total. So, and I'll explain that in just a second. Born on this date in 1948. He passed away not quite a year ago. Mr. Harold Elliott was a longtime engine builder for Blue Max. And this is his 1990 Max card. I just happen to have a stack of 1990 Max off screen here. But there you see 11648. The other cards that he has is 89 Donruss, or I'm sorry, 89 Donruss, 89 Max, 90 Max, 90 Max Glossy, then 91 Tracks, which I've got a plethora of, I just don't have it handy, and 91 Tracks Glossy, which I believe are the ones that come in the factory sets. So 5 cards total for Mr. Elliott. So, sadly he's not with us any longer, but today is his birthday, so we do want to take time to wish him a happy birthday. And then our last one here, as I pull it out of the box, current Xfinity Series driver, Jeremy Clements, born on this day in 1985. So we're just kind of going to thumb through these real quick. And of course, Jeremy would have been, rookie cards probably would have been about 2016 or 17 whenever they started putting Panini cards out. So there you see the 85 throwback. Jeremy is an owner driver in the Xfinity Series. Does have 2 career wins. One at Road America, which I don't want to say was a surprise victory, as he's always done fairly well on road courses, strangely enough. But he also won last year at Daytona in a race that he got fined and got his playoff exemption taken away. They appealed it, and the appeals board took down the penalty and everything, and he was able to qualify for the playoffs. Ended up finishing 12th position in points, which I believe ties his best. He may have had an 11th in points when he made the playoffs the year that he won at Road America. Of course, lots of duplicates here, because Jeremy doesn't have a ton of regular cards. I do have a few autos, and might be some numbered cards in my other boxes, but we'll get through these rather quickly, because you see it's a lot of just parallels, and then the throwback cards and so forth. So, born on this date in 1985, Jeremy Clements. But then I spoke of our big birthday. This can't get any bigger than this. Born on this date in 1935, the first 4-time Indianapolis 500 winner, also winning at Daytona, the 24 Hours of Daytona as well, and many, many, many other racing series around the world. Mr. Anthony Joseph Foyt Jr., also known as A.J. Foyt. So I've just got a handful of cards here that I was able to cobble together, because I don't have a whole lot of A.J. cards outside of these basic ones, because he does have some other cards. I guess I do still have the Sports Star Photographics from 1986, but outside of that, just these Legends of Indy, which are really nice. I mean, look at that. That's Rick Mears, AJ, and Mario. What a heck of a front row there, because you have 9 Indy 500 wins, who knows how many championships, and so forth. I like this one. This is a nice looking card. Oops, and they're just all falling out. We have a 1990 Max with the airbrushed out Copenhagen, as well as 1991. They airbrushed it off the hat. but they didn't take it off the sleeve or off of uh, the front of the uniform. And I always find it funny with the Winston patches. So see, you have Winston there, R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company. Then you have U.S. Tobacco there with Copenhagen. So you had two competing companies on his uniform. Of course, Winston being the title sponsor of the series. Now, if you remember back when Newman and Jeff Burton had the Singular and the Alltel sponsorships, they just ran a gray patch that blended into their uniform with the Nextel branding. So it's different times, a lot different times. Here's Casual Friday AJ. Looks like he's getting ready to go out on a round of golf or something. Then I accidentally left a duplicate here, but Trackside, they put in a Legends series. One of his Indy 500 victories. And I really like this card, Max Medallion. Was that 94 Max Medallion? And it kind of recapped the 94 Brickyard. Had all the drivers in the race for the most part. I think there's a couple they didn't have licensing rights to. But I really like this card because AJ was in the first Brickyard 400. We were there, and it was a good time held by all. And a couple of inserts here, Press Pass 2000 and Press Pass 98. He was named one of NASCAR's 50 greatest drivers, and that's what the Retro Series was. And this was a Techno Retro card. So overall, a lot of cool cards there. Like I say, that's just a small sample of what could be found out there. Let me, where's mine? I'm trying to find my little box here. And if it's accessible, which let me hit pause real quick. We are back. I'd mentioned the Sports Star Photographics card. Here is the one that I've got. I probably should take it out of a screw down, but the card dimensions are just slightly wider. They're the same height, but you can see the width, so they don't fit into the top loads the way you'd like them to. I don't know if the thick card sleeves would do the trick, but 1986 Sports Star Photographics. As you see, it's I think it's in pretty good condition considering its age. Nearly 40 years old. So we're going to wrap up the video with AJ sitting down right there smiling because he's got 4 Indy 500 wins and we don't. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Happy birthday to Harold Elliott. Of course, he has passed. But Norm Benning, Jeremy Clements, and Super Tex AJ Foyt. Thanks again for watching. Come back tomorrow. We'll be ripping our Panini blaster box that we picked up at Meijer the other day, and hoping we can get some good cards out of that. So thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we will see you tomorrow.